everybody, thanks for joining me again today with Out and About. Today we are going to visit Oma's Belgian Waffle and Cafe. It is a cute little store here, or restaurant, excuse me, here in Greenwich, and she makes her Belgian waffles from scratch, and we want to find out how she does that. So we're going to learn all about waffles. All right, let's go. Okay, we are inside Oma's. It is adorable in here, and Maria is the one that owns the restaurant, and here she is. Hi, thank you for joining us and letting us come in and teach us all about waffles.
Okay, all right, so I'm originally from Spain, but I grew up in Belgium, but you can't hear with this, can you? Okay, I grew up in Belgium, and I had a recipe from the school when I was going to school. So when I came to the United States, I was making them for my husband, and he liked them so much, he asked me to open up a coffee shop. Actually, I waited till I was retired, and here I am. I came to Greenwich. This place was available, and I came to Greenwich. So the Belgian waffle that we have here is a real one. It's not like, any other kind. I don't know what to say. We make them from scratch. We cannot buy them in a box. Moms in Belgium make these for the kids, like an American mom would make a peanut butter jelly sandwich for the kids. It's just about the same concept. So we grew up with the waffles and crepes, and kids here grew up with ham and cheese sandwiches and peanut butter jelly sandwiches. So every country is a little different. Let's make a vanilla waffle. First we have to butter it a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need my butter.
This recipe is your base for most of your waffles,
yes,
correct?
I make this it all depends how busy I am. I could empty a whole bucket in one day. I could take 2 days, but not much longer. So it's very cold right now, so because it's been in the cooler, but we just try to fill them up, and then we close them up. This is going to be just for a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to make a lemon. And I use pure extract. It's not an imitation. You know what? I'm gonna make it in here.
Huh?
Oh, the lemon. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it in here.
As your batter sits, does it get better? Like the ingredients kind of mold together a little bit better?
No, it's right now it's very cold, so it's kind of thick. When it gets warmer, it's more runnier, so it's easier to put it in the machine. So like this is getting, it's getting warmer.
Right.
So, all right, you know what? I'm gonna make it here because I have. All right. Sugar.
These waffle iron, that waffle iron we brought from
Yeah.
Belgium. It's actually Belgium.
Really?
Yeah, this one is a waffle on a stick machine that cooks the waffles on a stick.
All right. You turn this
Oh,
out.
neat.
That one's from Belgium too. This one we bought here in the States because one of our other ones went bad and we just haven't got the parts back. So we bought that. It's a cheaper one, but it does the job for now. It actually cooks them really fast.
This one goes.
Does
Take
the
my
one
fork.
make a better
Sorry,
waffle
honey.
than the
It's actually
other?
a little
or they're the
smaller, as
same?
you can see. It's a little smaller
Uh-huh.
than the big one. But these are more. They're actually for making Liège waffles, which is these are made out of a batter, like a cake, and the Liège waffle is more like a dough. It has to rise. It's
Sorry.
bread, kind of like a bread dough. It has to rise and all that when she's making it. Then she makes them in balls and freezes them. You just throw them on there and cook them. But they're a lot of yeast, a lot of. It's a different waffle. But those came from a little town in Belgium called Liège.
Really?
And that's the one I said it will
That's-
take me the whole day.
I was wondering, that was my next question.
Yeah.
That's, anywhere you go, it says they have authentic Belgian waffles. It's usually those. These are a vanilla waffle that she makes is usually from where she grew up. I mean, when she grew up, like we went to home ec when we were in school. That's what they learned to make in home ec, the vanilla waffle.
Okay.
But she had to actually recreate it here because they didn't have the same ingredients. They didn't have vanilla sugar when she came to the States, so she had to make do with vanilla and figure out how much sugar to put in it and how much milk and all that
I'm
because
gonna make another one with blueberry.
it was all different for her. So she basically made her own. Now she's created all these other ones out of that batter. So we tried to make the Liège when I was in a food trade. And with the machine that I brought from there was a gas, and I couldn't get it to regulate. So I kept burning them, or I was getting that. I just said, forget it. So she said, well, let me take the vanilla and try to recreate that, and in these kinds, at least try something different. And then she made the cinnamon crunch, which we used the big chunks of sugar. That's these here. It's like a pearl sugar. These are just big chunks of sugar. We actually get it from Belgium.
Really?
We order it from Belgium in a big, 20 or 10 kilo bag of sugar.
Oh, that's neat.
Just like little chunks of sugar. But we put that on the waffles, the cinnamon crunch and the lemon crunch, so you get that. And it doesn't melt when it doesn't. It'll caramelize a lot, but it won't melt. So you get that big crunch when you're eating. But if you just stick it in the batter, eventually it just melts. So you got just more sweet. So we figured out we better not do that. We just have to put it on the waffle after we cook it. So before we cook it.
That's neat.
I
I
tried
did not
to
know all of that.
take just enough batter to fill it up so I can have a lot of waste, but sometimes it doesn't work. Alright, I'm gonna make a waffle on a stick, and then I'll take the second one. Okay, put your waffles. In my batters, there is no preservatives and none of them. Okay, everything is made from scratch, so no preservatives. All right. Sorry, I need this one again. It's a lot easier when the batter is, a little warmer, but we'll just take our time.
Okay, where mine, huh?
Well, actually, in the kitchen you don't have to.
Huh?
In the kitchen you
I
don't
know.
have to.
But you're close to other people, that's what you should.
Is your crepe batter different than your
Yes.
waffle?
Yeah.
Because comes out a little bit thicker, right? Like it,
Oh, yeah.
it rises
Lot
and
thicker.
everything.
I'll make a crepe also in a second.
Is the crepe
Oh, we don't
harder,
have any-
the
No.
batter harder to make? Like, do you have to make that ahead of time, or is that just
The
make it as you need it?
No, I'll make it in a bucket.
Like
I-
this?
Like in a
Make
bucket like
one
this
batch.
because the crepe makes you can keep for like 2 or 3 days also. And believe me, you can smell it when it's bad because of the milk and the eggs.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And I have a habit of just smelling everything. Maybe it's because it's the way I grew up. I don't know. I smell everything. All right.
These were a big hit at the fairs, the festivals. We dip them in chocolate. I don't know if you've seen the ones out there.
Really?
Some
Let's
chocolate.
try them in a minute.
Some of
Sounds
them,
yummy.
All right.
you can eat them plain, or we give them, dip them in chocolate. And put sprinkles on them. We got Christmas sprinkles we can put on them. We do it for Thanksgiving or Halloween. We put eyeballs
Sorry.
and different spooky things on them and stuff like that. So it's kind of a neat little thing to work with. When I went to Belgium, I was looking for the waffle irons, and the guy showed me that one, and I was just starting out in the trailer, so I was like, that's coming home with me. Because the kids are anything on a stick, you know.
Anything on a stick,
yeah,
right.
It's crazy, but yeah, they love it.
That's neat. Right. Thank you so much for these bag of goodies and showing us how to make the waffles and the crepes.
And you're welcome.
Hope you have a good Merry Christmas.
Thank you, you too.
All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye.